What's going on, guys? Dan back here with the Regular Guy Garage. So I got the turbo, I got the correct turbo in for the car the other day. Went through and I mocked up the entire kit. I didn't video any of that because it's just mock up. It's all going to have to come back off. I didn't video any of that because I was just mocking it up. It's all going to have to come back off anyway. But let's go ahead and see how this kit fits, what I have to change. And to be honest, it's actually not that much. All right, so my setup here it's kind of a mess. I got stuff everywhere. I got tools and boxes all over the garage, but the kit itself fits relatively good. The hot side piping flew on. I said that in the last video. The turbo, I had to clock it. Real important thing when you put a turbocharger on a car is to make sure that the center section is straight up and down. If it's off to the side or whatever, you'll have oil draining flow issues and probably blow some seals out or whatever. So it's relatively easy to clock a turbo. You just loosen all these bolts all the way around, and then you just, basically turn each section until you get it to where you need it. But so, hot side's where it needs to be. That was easy. Cold side, rotated it down. I'm gonna have to get a new radiator hose, but no big deal. Cold side piping comes through here. Hot side, these two are really close. I don't know if you can see the hot side, but they are really close. I'm gonna try and adjust it further towards the engine. If not, I'm definitely going to wrap, actually maybe both of these pipes. Otherwise there is going to be a lot of heat transfer from there into here. Granted, this will be hot air coming off the compressor wheel anyway, but rather not heat it up anymore. And then we got the intercooler. I did have to make some brackets. I test fitted the bumper. To be quite honest, the intercooler might come up just a little bit more. It could probably come up a little bit. What I ended up using, I used an existing hole over here, but I have a self-tapping screw on this side, which this side actually holds it better than this side does. But everything fits really good. On these kits, you do have to shave the inside of the bumper. Not a huge deal. I'll go ahead and do that. That'll actually probably be the last thing I do. And then additionally, I have every single thing I need minus one, the blow-off valve. The blow-off valve is the only thing that I'm missing. I ordered an entire fuel system for the car. It got here in 2 days. Don't judge me. This fuel system is just to get this car running and get it out to Ford Takeover. So let's go over the fuel system that I got. Like I said, don't judge me, but it was cheap and it'll work. All right, so first and foremost, this is a map sensor from Holley. It's a 3-bar map sensor. This will be used with the Holley Terminator X. It's already preloaded into it. All I have to do is plug it in basically and then put a vacuum source to it. This is an Evil, what is it, Evil Empire? No, that's Rage Against the Machine. Evil Energy. It's a 300 liter per hour, I think, fuel pump. I got it off Amazon. It was fairly cheap. It was really cheap. But, like I said, this is short term only. And then I got a 100 micron fuel filter. And then I got some fuel hose. This is all Evil Energy. I've never heard of this company. It was all really cheap. This is some more fuel hose. Yeah, but the meat and potatoes of it, this Evil Energy fuel pump. It's an inline pump. At the end of the day, it's not really like a brand name pump. Like I said, I've never heard of it. The reviews on it, they had some guys running like LS's with 250 shots on it, so pretty sure, I'm 100% confident that it will be okay. How long it lasts, I guess we'll find out. But really, I just wanted to get the parts here so I can get this car finished and really have no, I need to test it and make sure everything is safe, everything works, and then I can get out to Ford Takeover with it. So, eventually we'll have a very nice fuel system for this car, but for now, it's going to be what it's going to be. A little bit budget, it's going to work, hey, whatever. All right, so what I'm going to do now is get up under this car and I'm going to punch the oil pan. Really nervous about it because if I miss or if I mess up, the oil pan has to come off, and then guess what? That means this engine has to come out again, and I will not be happy at all about that. But, everything I've been researching, reading, videos, they say it's relatively easy, but so fingers crossed, guys. Well, guys, I was gonna try and take you along for this ride while I punch this oil pan, but I don't know where my small tripod is, so Basically what I'm going to do is punch it. It's going to basically be like from the top of the pan down 1 3/4 inches, and then from this, well, apparently this one's in the wrong spot. It's going to be from the pan down 1 3/4 inches and then back 1/2 inch. So, you know, it should be like right around this area. I'm going to measure it a couple times, mark it, clear the paint off, punch it through, and then we'll show you guys the finished product here once I finish it. Alright, so here's the mark that I'm going to be punching through. Make sure, now there's a bunch of great videos out there on how to do this. The one thing I'll just say is make sure that you check and recheck as many times as you need to ensure that you're about to drill or, well, punch this pan in the right spot before you actually start punching through. So here's the tools that I'm going to be using. I'm going to start off, just put a little punch mark in it with this starter punch, and then I'll drive this one through to actually create the hole, and then I'm going to finish it off with this. This is actually a plumb bob. This is what a lot of people recommend. Brutal did it on his video. And then I don't have the tap over here, but then we'll go in with a 3/8 pipe thread tap, and make sure you lather it up with grease to catch all the shavings, and then you go ahead and tap the hole for this drain fitting. Alright, so thankfully I didn't mess this up. I'll wait for that plane to go by. Alright, so thankfully I didn't mess this up. Threaded it in, and or knocked the hole in it, put the threads in it. The drain now threads in perfectly fine. I put some thread sealant on it. And now what I'm going to do is remove the entire kit. So it's basically mocked up completely, and I'm going to remove all the cold side piping, all the hot side piping. I got some wrap. I'm going to wrap the hot side piping to keep some of the underhood temperatures down. Also, I'm trying to keep heat off of the cold side piping. So we are making progress. I have the entire hot side ran on the car. I've got the alternator bracket tightened down. I've got the cold side mostly done. I just have to finish with the pipe up to the throttle body and off the intercooler. After that, it's time to move on to the fuel system. Once I get the fuel system done, the very last thing that I'll have to do, like I said, the blow-off valve. So here's pretty much the finished product with the car. I have to do the wastegate still, the blow-off valve, route the boost controller lines. But as far as the big ticket items, the entire thing is done. Obviously I need to get an upper radiator hose. But now it's just little things. So the reason why I didn't really film a lot of this install is because there was really a lot to it. It's not just like a plug and play kit. And I didn't want to forget anything, so I just went threw all the kit together. I have to do some trimming on the bumper. The front bumper doesn't fit. I have to trim like the, you know, where the air goes through at the bottom off. Not a huge deal. And then, aside from that, we're gonna get started on the fuel system. I'm gonna, you know, wait to do the wastegate and blow off valve. I'm gonna do all that together. So really no sense in hooking that stuff up right now. I mean, yeah, it would save me time, but I'd rather knock out the next big item, which is that fuel system. And again, guys, don't judge me for the fuel system. I only got it because I want to get this car out to Ford Takeover and hang out with you guys and do some racing. So that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys like it. I'll try and get more video of me actually wrenching on the next videos. But yeah, that's going to be it. Next is on to the fuel system. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, follow the build. We're, you know, should hopefully go racing here pretty soon. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. As always, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.